Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at SportsZone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hi, everybody. Welcome into Northland Basketball. Welcome into Hatch Toyota Arena at Sholo High School. The site of tonight's big doubleheader of high school basketball action. The Sholo Cougars are hosting the Tuba City Warriors tonight. We're about set to bring you the girls' game in just a moment. It's the 3-3 Sholo Lady Cougars. Yeah, we're barely into December, and Sholo Cougars have already played 6 basketball games. On the other side, the Tuba City Warriors, the team you're looking at on your screen if you're watching our live video stream broadcast on the Sports on Radio YouTube channel. That Tuba City Lady Warriors team is off to a 4-1 start for their brand new first-year head coach, but he's not a first-time head coach by any stretch or any means at all. We're talking about the great Pete Butler. There he is. There's Coach Butler. We know him well because we've gotten to cover him as a head coach in places far and wide, Chin Lee, Tuba City, and Coach Butler has also been one of our broadcasters as well here for several seasons at Northland Basketball. So if there's anybody out there that knows what's going on up north better than Pete Butler, I'd like to meet him because this guy's got his ear to the ground at all times, and now he is back coaching again. And he's going to lead this Lady Warriors team that he's got out to a 4-1 start already. Starting lineups are being introduced. And right now it's the Sholo Lady Cougars getting their turn to be called out here before this one starts. We'll have the national anthem right after the starting lineups are given. And then we'll get you going here on tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. And I'm going to beg your pardon because, as happens oftentimes during these games, I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time in our pregame getting the book set, getting our. Oftentimes, we're unable to get everything we need before we get started. They are going to present now the national anthem here at Sholo High School. Just about set for tip-off here at Sholo High School, and I'm looking down the roster here as we get it set for you. For the visitors, for the Tuba City Lady Warriors, and there are some great names coming into their own here as leaders for this team. I'm going to give you those here in a minute. But again, I beg your pardon while we run through and get the book all established. The opening tip is controlled by the Show Low Lady Cougars, and we are officially underway on this broadcast of Northland Basketball here, presented by the Sports Zone. So the Show Low offense will get the ball worked out on the perimeter, facing a man-to-man Tuba defense, and it's going to go inside, and a jump ball is produced. It went into Tatum Moore, and she found a couple of defenders front and back, and able to get hands on the ball there. Right there. Yeah, that was a great job. Aubrey Begay, who last year had some brilliant games for Tuba City, one of the great veterans on this team, and she'll grab a rebound off a Tatum Moore miss. So Tuba's got it for a second time. They gave it up quickly their last possession. A three from the corner left side, no good for Jalen Acothley. And it's going to be Show Low on the rebound, and then a Tuba City foul, and that will be Acothley picking up her first foul of the game. So the whistle on Jalen Acothley. We've got our first foul in the game. With 7 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock in the first quarter, both these teams working on getting their first points on the board. Scramble around on the floor. It's Show Low picking up the ball. And then a hand check foul is called. And that foul is whistled on Raquel Lee. Raquel, another one of these Tuba City veterans, and she established herself as a great shooter. Came off the bench and provided a lot of lift to the Tuba City Warriors last season with her prowess shooting the ball. Raquel is going to check out after picking up her first foul, so she leaves the lineup. Dakota Tallman replaces her out there. I'm going to give you the two starting lineups here in a moment as we get the first points of the game. It's Aubrey Begay taking the inbound, and Aubrey's got the first basket for the Lady Warriors, and they lead now 2-0. Show Low's starting lineup include the two great Boyce sisters, and here is one of those. That's Jay Lee Boyce, her sister Jordan Boyce in the starting lineup as well. Also out there starting today for Show Low is number 14, Reese Hatch. Then you've got, of course, number 12, that's Tatum Moore in this Cougar starting lineup. As this shot goes up, and it's good for three from Thalia Klitzo, another of the veterans from Tuba City that we're so familiar with. Thalia nailing her first shot of the game, and Tuba City's out to a 5-0 advantage. For Show Low, also in the starting lineup is number 11, Lacey Peter. That was your 5 for the Lady Cougars. And here's the shot that goes up, and it's blocked. Hustling back, Jay Lee Boyce blocks the first shot taken today by a young lady that we expect to hear a lot of noise from, not just today in this game, but all season long and for the next 4 seasons. That young lady shooting that got the shot blocked, she is Layla Curtis. She is a freshman. And Layla is making big-time waves out there here early on in this season, establishing herself as a great player to watch, and is just a freshman. She leads Tuba City in scoring so far this year. And number 24 there, Layla Curtis, she has already scored in the first 5 games Tuba City has played. She has already scored 100 points in these 5 games. That is a pace. I'm not saying it's never been topped previously by a freshman, but I have never heard of any freshman girl up north, anywhere in the state, start that way. The Holbrook Roadrunners have had a couple of freshmen get big starts. I just don't remember anybody getting a start like that. Lacey Peter, speaking of starts, gets Show Low jump started, and now she'll punch out a dribble, start a Show Low fast break. Jay Lee Boyce is going to get fouled. 2 shots on the way for Jay Lee, and that's going to be the first foul of the game on Aubrey Begay. As the Cougars start to get a lift, first with this big step-back 3 that you see on the screen for Lacey Peter. And then Lacey's able to get a steal for the Cougars that puts, eventually, Jay Lee Boyce at the foul line. And the Cougars with a chance to tie it won't do it on this trip. You can see the good call by the official there. That's Greg Chavez Jr., one of our officials. Jaylee Boyce connects on the second one of those foul shots. And so Sholo, after falling behind 5-0, they'll score 4 consecutive. Let's get this back to a 1-point game. Top of the key, Dakota Tallman. To Jalen Acofley, and now dribbling, Thalia Klitso has it. Now Layla Curtis guarded closely by Jaylee Boyce. And a backdoor cut. This ball is going to be tipped off the hands of the receiver. Aubrey Begay trying to haul that one in. And that will go out of bounds instead. And the Cougars have a chance to grab an early lead here at home against Tuba City. Cougars work the ball outside. Jordan Boyce, and her dribble is knocked out of there. Tallman got her hands in there, and then it got tied up. Basketball belongs to Sholo. Coming into the game for the Cougars, checking in is Priestley Binney and Kinsey Frost into the Sholo lineup. Out there for Tuba City, number 11, Jalen Acofley. We mentioned Layla Curtis. She wears number 24. Dakota Tallman is out there. She is in jersey number 5. There's Aubrey Begay defending right there. And grabbing a rebound, Aubrey, number 10. Also Thalia Klitso, number 3. As you watch Tuba City take it up the floor, and the freshman with her first points of the game, Layla Curtis. First of what could be many if you look at the average so far. Averaging exactly 20 points a game as this one is lobbed down low and out of bounds. Sholo overthrew the pass. Back into the game for the Cougars. Here comes Reese Hatch back out on the floor. And I think we took care of all the 5 on the floor right now for the Warriors. Tallman dribbles right into Reese Hatch, who gets the steal and starts a transition basket for Sholo. And the first points of the game for Jordan Boyce. Inside, and a shot block. Good anticipation by Priestley Binney as she rejects that one. And Sholo's defense starts to show up here early on in this game. Cougars down by 1. There's the fast break. There's that bucket. And then you watch on the other end. Perfect timing to block the shot by Priestley Binney. And it's Tuba City 7, Sholo 6. Inbound, top of the key, launch it. Klitso, the shot is good for Thalia Klitso. And early on in the game, Thalia's now got a pair of 3-point baskets for Pete Butler's Tuba City Lady Warriors. You'll forgive me, but okay, that was Taden Moore. Our broadcast team is very good at being able to give me a shot when I miss it. So I missed the one on the Sholo end. Now I missed the Tuba City basket. And it's Layla Curtis, okay. So I don't have to do too much guessing on that. 12-8. 12-8 for our radio audience out there listening on Mix 98 KRFM. Long pass, Curtis, left hand. Yeah. Showing us all what that freshman has been doing early on this season already for her team, and a timeout taken after a 6-point Tuba City lead. Stand by, everybody. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
Well, if you're watching on the picture-in-picture screen that we give you right there, you saw that Aubrey Begay collected another Tuba City rebound. The Warriors unable to do anything with that possession. Stolen by Jay Lee. Jay Lee Boyce brings it up the floor to Hatch. Drop the pass back. And a shot attempt that produces a foul. Tiara Paxton, number 10, is in the game for the Cougars. And she gets fouled quickly by Aubrey Begay. And Aubrey now has her second foul of the game. So I think Coach is going to go and lift Aubrey from the action. Aubrey will check out. So will Dakota Tallman. The two of them leave. Raquel Lee is back into Tuba City's lineup, and Alexis Tom, number 22. Alexis Tom is now in the game on the floor for Tuba City. 1 for 2 at the line for Tiara Paxson. So it's 14-9, Tuba City in front. Curtis with the backdoor cut. Her pass to Aubrey. I thought Aubrey was checking out, but with 2 fouls, Aubrey stays on the floor, and that pass goes deflected off her hands, but they'll say that somebody on the Sholo side got a hand in there and tipped it out. Now that's corrected. It is. Okay, so one of the officials, I think, called that accurately, said, yeah, right there, it was Aubrey that last touched it out of bounds. The other 2 officials saw it a little differently. Take another super slow-mo look. Yep, right there off of Aubrey's palm. And so good call, good correction. Reese Hatch for 3. That shot won't go down. Raquel Lee has the rebound. Tuba City running, and that's going to be off the hands of Jaylina Coughley. Back to Sholo. Head coach Christy Francis giving instructions, pointing out the bicep. Sun's not out, gun's not out. She had the long sleeve on, don't you know? We're going to work on an issue here. Tuba City, the takeaway, the steal, and another Layla Curtis basket. Opportunistic. She has been making her shots right around the basket, and the high percentage shots are going. Raquel Lee gets a steal, gets the ball back, and Curtis protecting well, took some contact, didn't get a whistle, doesn't matter, because guess what? That freshman has 10 points in the first quarter for Tuba City's Lady Warriors. I'm already ready to pronounce her as the real thing, the real deal. Shot up from the corner right side. Sholo going to miss that one. Rebound. Tuba. And then knocked out by Jordan Boyce. And that'll give the Warriors 26 seconds. No shot clock here to finish out the first quarter. TC in the front court. Aubrey Begay, the runner, is up and no good. Sholo down with it. Sholo's going to travel with that one. So some mental mistakes here in the final couple of minutes of this first quarter, and they're starting to cost this Sholo team as they had the score was at 7-6, and since then Tuba City, they've outscored them 11-3, and that's only taken about 2 minutes of clock here in the first quarter to make that happen. Inbound, the Warriors have it knocked out of the dribble, knocked out by Tatum Moore, so a reset for the Warriors. No shot clock here, but 12.4 seconds remaining on the game clock. Inbound, tips off Aubrey Begay's hands. Paxson hasn't. She gets tripped up, and she is fouled in backcourt. The Lady Warrior that committed the foul just checked into the game, and that's McKaylee Ticini. McKaylee's got her first personal of the game, and we got 8 seconds remaining in the opening quarter here. Well, let's see. Paxson able to make 1 of 2. Here's a shot. Leaves a couple of seconds. Spin. Raquel Lee puts that one up. Could not get it to go at the buzzer. And we end the first quarter with Tuba City out in front, 18-10. On game 1 of our broadcast doubleheader tonight from Show Low High School. Stand by, everybody. We'll continue in the second quarter with Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Show Low, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
So you may hear on your uncomfortable little amount of, there's some noise intruding its way into our broadcast. I think maybe we fixed it right there with a cable issue. No, I think it's still there. So as you're listening, we apologize if you're hearing that little bit of hissing sound there. We're trying to work on that. Just another one of those little technical issues that can affect you. Jordan Boyce with a near brilliant defensive play. Just didn't quite work out. There's some hustle, and that's Jaylee Boyce. And she'll get the steal. That nonstop motor that both those two Boyce sisters possess, that is just a deadly combination with the athleticism. And there it is on display with Jordan Boyce getting a steal. It's almost like to her sister, anything you can do, I can do better. Two great athletes in this backcourt for Show Low, and they'll play catch back there. Jaylee now over to Tatum Moore. Toward the corner. Return it to Tatum. The turnaround shot, and Tatum is going to get called for a travel. Tatum's having a real struggle here early on in this game. You can kind of see the frustration on her face after some of these plays. But she has really improved her post play, and she has become one of the best post players fundamentally that we get to see out there now this season. As you watch that shot go in for Raquel Lee, and Raquel opens up the second quarter scoring. Took a little over a minute for somebody to get points here in the second quarter, but Tuba City is now out to a 20-10 advantage here in the first half of this one. Runner up there, and Reese Hatch will come up a little short. Rebound inside, and Jaylee Boyce is there for her first field goal of the night for this Show Low team, and they're going to get the ball back. Tuba City throwing it away. Here comes Tiara Paxson into the game. She will replace her teammate, who you see there on the screen, of 30 for Show Low. Sophie Seabaugh was into the lineup for just a moment to give a rest to Paxson. Raquel Lee is going to check out for the Tuba City team. And out there on the floor right now for the Warriors, Thalia Klitso will meet the ball as it comes into front courts. Also Aubrey Begay now guarding Tatum Moore. There's number 24 out there. Layla Curtis, the freshman. Dakota Tallman, number 5, on the floor right now for the Warriors, as you see Curtis pick off that pass and get a steal. And now she'll turn it over. Good defense by Paxson to come over there and help. Sholo's got numbers, 3-on-2, and Shot is no good from the baseline, and there'll be a push foul at the end of it. That'll go against the Cougars. They're going to get called for that foul. Aubrey Pregame, number 10, is out there on the floor. Jaylee Boyce has picked up her first foul of the game. And guess what? Believe it or not, that's the first foul whistled on Sholo in the contest so far. Against 5 Tuba City fouls whistled today, but no fouls yet in the second quarter on Tuba. There's a drive, there's a finish, and that's a Jalen Acothley basket for the Warriors. 22-12, Tuba City in front here in this first half. 5 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. Pass down low. Jaylee Boyce gets conked, the official says. Conked on the head. And the lady that committed the foul is Layla Curtis. Curtis picks up her first foul of the game. 2 shots on the way for Jaylee Boyce. Boyce with the shot, and Jaylee connects. Jaylee's got 4 points to pace the scoring for the Sholo Lady Cougars so far. And that one off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Klitzo. Warriors change of directions, and Layla Curtis had it knocked from her hands out of bounds. Good hustle back by Reese Hatch. She was able to knock it out, force a reset for Tuba City. Inbound at the top. Klitzo drives, dishes. Now that's out of bounds off Tallman's hands. So Tuba City trying to work the ball around in some tight confines in the paint, and they're going to lose the handle out of bounds there with 5:16 remaining in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report is coming up at the break. And a step on the sideline out of bounds just into the game is Ari Rivera, sorry. Am I saying it right, Ari? Ari Rivera. Number 23 is the new Sholo Cougar in their lineup. Drive by Tallman, and Dakota Tallman has that one off the glass. And good for TC. The Lady Warriors are in front by their biggest lead of the game by 11 points. Another Sholo miss. Can the Warriors capitalize? They'll drive. It doesn't look like it. Tatum more battle. Well, back to TC, back to the Warriors. Layla Curtis would not give up on it. She was battling on her back with it, and she was able to take it away and feed Aubrey Pregame for the 2 points. And the biggest lead of the game now for Tuba City is 13 points. You're looking at it right there, 26-13. Well, we grab a timeout. Everybody stand by. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
5365972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
Hey, big thanks to Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Got the halftime report coming up at the break. And we've got undoubtedly a lot of fun remaining in the first half of this one. Here's a pass intended for Priestley Binney in the Sholo corner. And it's knocked out of bounds defensively by Acothley. So an inbound. Sholo's got 24 seconds on the shot clock. You're listening to this broadcast of Northland Basketball across the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. And a pass inside to Tatum Moore, and her frustrations continue as she is tied up by Thalia Klitso, a jump ball. And you just see it on Tatum's face. Frustration is mounting. But it's all a part of the work in progress that is any one of these teams working their way through the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. As you get a nice little shot that rolls up there and good for the Warriors, I think that was Akafli that scored that basket just now. Oh, that's Aubrey. Sorry, Aubrey Begay asking the official scorekeeper for the game as you watch Tatum Moore coming across the paint. Put that one up. The shot would not go down for Tatum. Drive baseline. Begay again, and she was able to beat that Sholo defense for her second straight basket for Tuba City, and their lead grows to 17 here now in the second quarter. Jordan Boyce trying to work under the basket. Knocked from her hands, out of bounds. The official scorekeeper in this, who is one of the officials of the game, in fact, should be wearing a striped jersey, if you ask me. His name is Daniel Rivera. Young Daniel Rivera. Trying to keep me straight here on my broadcast. Inbound, picked off, the interception. Oh, the interception by Layla Curtis, and Curtis gets her first second quarter points on that make. 12 in the game. Athletic, fast, and immediately you identify her as a superstar in the making. She is going to try to stay with Jaylee Boyce. What a tough assignment for Curtis. Jaylee lost the handle. Long outlet pass. And underneath, Akafli misses the shot, but she is going to the foul line. And the lady that sends her there is Priestley Binney. And that'll be the first foul of the game on Priestley. See the contact for the foul right there. And a 1 for 2 at the line for Jalen Akafli. Lacey Peter able to get the ball back to her teammate. On the floor for Sholo is Kinsey Frost, number 44. You see Priestley Vinny working in the corner with it. She is going to get pushed and fouled. And the foul belongs to Jalen Akafli, her second foul of the game. So I always have a little bit of a struggle with Priestley with the pronunciation on her name, simply because I have a granddaughter called Presley, and I'm always calling out Presley's name, and Presley's actually here at the game somewhere. So Priestley, I'm sorry, but you're forever cursed when I call your name, because it wants to come out a different way. Here's the drive after a great job to pick up the loose ball. Layla Curtis again, and Layla's got 14 of Tuba's 35. Well on her way to matching that 20-point average that she's had through the first 5 games of Tuba City's season, and now she'll pick a foul up defensively, but there she goes. A good finish. 2 fouls in the game on Layla Curtis. Into the game comes Tatum Moore, replacing Priestley Binney for Sholo. Looking. Moore's got it on the baseline. Thalia Klitso picks her up defensively. Out on top, Jaylee Boyce drops it back. Addie Cooper, number 4, is in for Sholo. And a 3 goes up, and that is money for Lacey Peter. Lacey's got a pair of 3s in the first half for the Lady Cougars. Stopping the paint, the dish. Shot no good on the first try, but the second was good. And that is McKaylee Ticini, who stays with it for Tuba. So the Warriors are a pretty complete team. Still waiting to see if they've got a real rebounding presence. They are rebounding well in this game, but I'll also say that I don't think Sholo's really making them work that hard for it. So I don't have a real clear thought yet about how strong Tuba can rebound. But outside of that, the ball handling is strong, and it's a very fast team. They're taking good selective shots, and then they've got that kind of athletic basketball play. As you watch another two go down for Layla Curtis. Layla is she's locked in with 16 points. 40 seconds left till the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report. Right side up there off the glass. Tatum Moore misses that shot. The rebound, the follow, no good. For Kinsey Frost, who she'll get another, and she'll also get fouled. Kinsey's going to the foul line. 2 shots on the way. Tuba felt strongly that they felt that they had a clean block on that, but they didn't. Layla Curtis, the defender, and Layla picks up personal foul number 3 in the game, so Coach Butler is going to lift her from the lineup. It's Kinsey. I mean, I could see the argument. I could see why, you look at the replay, you could see why they were protesting. Kinsey unable to make that second one. Sholo rebound, follow, not good. Jaylee Boyce, that one's not going to go down. And finally it comes down to Dakota Tallman, Tuba City. And now up the left side, that's Alexis Tom, number 22 in the Tuba lineup. This one will roll off, no good. Battle, fight, rebound. Tatum Moore might have got fouled just now. No, they're going to say Sholo. Sholo committed that foul. Lacey Peter, first foul on her in the game. Inbound on the way for the Lady Warriors. 9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. To the top. Now 4 seconds. Loose ball. Tallman picks it up. Got to shoot it. Can't get the shot away. Lost track of time closing out the quarter. A little frustration for Coach Butler. In spite of a 23-point lead at halftime. And what a first half put together by the Tuba City Lady Warriors. They're going to go to the locker room and have a discussion. Sholo's got some things to work out. There's no question about that. They'll do that. We'll step away for a few moments, return and break it down here for you in just a couple of minutes. So stand by. We'll continue our coverage from Sholo High School from Hatch Toyota Arena, home of the Sholo Cougars. This is Cougars basketball. It's all part of Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone. Stand by.
Folks, let me tell you, nobody does aggregates like Birkin's Aggregates. People, they come up to me and they say, how do they do it? It's simple. They've got the best people, the most professional drivers, and customer service that's absolutely tremendous. I mean, these guys deliver affordable, big, beautiful rock and concrete materials. Everyone's talking about it, so if you want quality, come get a load of this. Call Birkin's Aggregates. And if you know anything about me, it's that I'm a winner, and I know winners. And these guys, they're winners.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Sholo, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
And we're back, as they say in broadcasting. Back here with the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report. Hi, everybody. Floyd Simmons here. Privileged to call the game for you tonight from Sholo High School, where the halftime score is Tuba City 39, Sholo 16 in this girls' matchup here of Northland Basketball. Early on, Sholo had some highlights and things were going pretty well. They did drop behind initially 5-0 to start the game. Then they scored 4 unanswered to get it close. And it stayed close for a bit. Stayed close for about the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. And then right at the end of the quarters when Tuba City really started getting it going. And they kind of built steadily upon that lead throughout the second quarter. And you see it there on your screen if you're watching the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. 39-16 Tuba City right now out in front of the Sholo Lady Cougars. And that first half, I don't want to say it's all Layla Curtis because it's not. This has been a complete team half of basketball for Tuba City. They've got a very talented roster, but Layla Curtis, the freshman, is leading the way in scoring for sure. And she's got double what her next teammate in line has. Layla's got 16 points, 10 of that coming in the first quarter. She did pick up her third foul right toward the end, about the last half minute left in the second quarter. So she picks that third foul up, and Coach Butler got her off the floor. And right now it's not a big deal with the massive lead that the team has, and if they can protect that lead in the second and third quarter, the second half of the game. Obviously, it's not going to be that big of an issue, but they do have to concern themselves at any time when their leading scorer and somebody that gives them the kind of offense that we saw her output in that half. She's going to get into foul trouble in a game that starts to become more competitive. You know, you got to try to fix that, try to eliminate those fouls this early on. But right now, it doesn't look like Coach Butler is going to have much of a worry about her just carrying two to give into the second half. Taking a look at others on that ledger for Tuba City with their 23-point advantage. Aubrey Begay has 8 points in the game. Thalia Klitzo with 6 points. Jalen Acothley has 3 points. And then you've got Dakota Tallman, Raquel Lee, and McKaylee Tassini each have 2 points for the Lady Warriors. Sholo is led in scoring by Lacey Peter. Lacey with a great first half. She connected on a pair of 3-point baskets, and she's got 6 points to lead the scoring for the Cougars. Jaylee Boyce has 4 points so far. And then a trio of Lady Cougars with 2 points apiece. Jordan Boyce has 2 points. Tiara Paxson has 2 points, and Tatum Moore with 2 points. Tatum hasn't gotten going yet with her low post game, but I would expect that Sholo is going to start to work on that, work on getting her set, and work on making sure that her game, which has been coming along so nicely here in the early going this season for Sholo, that she is going to be able to contribute in the best way that she can. Give credit to that Tuba City defense. They have not been yielding her that space in the paint, that space inside to really set up and start to use that footwork that she is gaining a reputation for. She's a great post player, but so far has not been able to get rolling for the Show Low Cougars, and they need that. They need to get the Boyce sisters a little more active in the scoring column, because between the two of them, 6 points, and that's well south of what I think you can expect them to combine for in any given half of basketball for Show Low. They played great defense. They have played strong on that side of the ball, but obviously they've got to get the offense rolling for sure. We're going to grab our final timeout here and wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tints halftime report. We're back with the second half here from Show Low High School. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
5365972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your best of the White Mountains 2025 Best Propane Company, Owens Energy. In fact, it's their 5th consecutive win in a row. Owens has been proudly serving our community for more than 25 years, supporting local organizations, providing dependable service, and now an official partner of the Sports Zone's Friday Night Football Show. It's all about propane at Owens Energy, a local family-owned business with friendly, reliable service right here in Arizona's White Mountains. Owens Energy, your White Mountains propane provider.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
According to eyewitnesses, the guy went in and didn't come out. That was 2 days ago. His wife is worried. His boss has called. The latest report says he didn't know what hit him. A Lazy Boy recliner called his name, and that was that. This may be a hostage situation. For the best selection of Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals, head to the Furniture Gallery, where they have furniture so comfortable, it's almost a crime.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to our coverage of Northland Basketball. This is Hatch Toyota Arena, the home of the Show Low Cougars. We provide exclusive home Show Low Cougars basketball coverage for you here at the Sports Zone. We're about ready to go for the second half. We'll see what Christy Francis, head coach of Show Low, has drawn up for her team and adjustments that they can make to get into the second half and see if they can get back into this game. They're going to start out with the 2 Boyce sisters on the floor. Number 2 is Jaylee Boyce. Number 3, Jordan Boyce. After the inbound to Lacey Peter, number 11, the sharpshooter from outside. Now here's the tough rebounder, defender, number 14, Reese Hatch. And that leaves number 12 in the corner with the basketball there. Tatum Moore trying to return a pass inside, and that's going to be thrown away. But stolen back. Is it taken back? Nope, Jordan couldn't hold on to it. That number 12 for Show Low, that's Tatum Moore out there, and that's your 5 starters for the second half. As you watch, a good move inside by Aubrey Begay, and Aubrey now goes into double figures scoring for Tuba City. She's got 10 points in the game, starts the second half scoring for the Lady Warriors. Tuba City in front 41-16. A 3 goes up, and Lacey Peter unable to connect for Show Low on that shot. On the rebound, Aubrey Begay is going to lose it out of bounds and give the Cougars a chance with the basketball. Show Low's got to get a run going. And they'll see if they can get Lacey Peter to get the inbound pass on the mark to Tatum Moore. Tatum's shot out of bounds, but tipped in and controlled for a moment, and that'll be out of bounds. Turned over by the Show Low Cougars. The Cougars, you heard their starting 5 for the second half. Here's the freshman bringing the ball into front court. That is number 24, Layla Curtis leading the scoring with 16 first-half points. Missed that shot. Also, Raquel Lee, number 12, guarding the ball right there. Starting the second half for Tuba, number 11, Jaylyn Acothley, as you watch Tatum Moore play into the paint and try that shot, and they unable to get it to go. And then I think Tatum committed a foul. She did. Following the miss, it's her first foul of the game. Number 3, Thalia Klitso starts this second half for the Warriors, and that leaves number 10, Aubrey Begay. And she'll get the ball for Tuba. Inside, no good. Lacey Peter, Sholo rebound. 41-16, Tuba City in front. Reese Hatch grabs a pass in the right corner. They'll send it outside, swing it around left side to that corner. That was Jaylee Boyce. And now, after, again, swinging the ball to the opposite side, Hatch will throw Boyce a pass inside. That'll get tied up. It's a jump ball. It's Tuba's basketball. Tuba City will get control of the basketball as we get the second half underway. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone. And I'm going to put a little call out there to anybody that wants to see their business become a part of our marketing and sponsorship team here at the Sports Zone. And I will also say, as we watch Aubrey Begay get the second Tuba basket of the third quarter to start this second half scoring. And by the way, we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And I didn't see, yes, let's see. The foul is on Acothley. Jaylyn Acothley's third foul of the game. Jaylyn into this lineup for Tuba City. Inbound to Tatum Moore. She gets surrounded and ends up traveling. And in the process, Thalia Klitso got banged up out there. So they're going to take a look at Thalia here and make sure that she is okay. Stand by, everybody. We'll take a timeout. Return to Sholo High School in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pinetop and Sholo, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
Well, Thalia is going to be assisted to the bench in a lot of pain still. So let's all just hope that Thalia is okay. Warriors are going to go with Nakota Tallman out there, number 5. Nakota on the floor. She joins Aubrey Begay, Jaylyn Acothley, Raquel Lee, and this lady dribbling the basketball. Layla Curtis, and her pass is stolen away. Good defense by Jaylee Boyce. Cougars with the basketball in the front court. Tatum Moore. To Boyce, and that jump shot good. A 3 from the corner right side. It's Jordan Boyce. The Cougars need a jump start, and that should help them some. This ball is wide to the right. The shot no good for Curtis. Rebounded by Lacey Peter, and Lacey is going to very smartly throw it off of the defender, Raquel Lee, to save the possession for the Cougars. There's your 3. Nothing but net. The Cougars needing a shot like that, and they need a few more of those shots. We'll see if they can work it. Tatum Moore up high on the angle. Tries to force a pass inside to Jordan Boyce. That won't work. And the long outlet for Tuba. They're going to turn it right back over to Sholo. So an opportunity for the Cougars right here. Priestley Benny comes into the lineup now for Sholo. So does Kinsey Frost. So Tatum checks out. Reese Hatch will check out of the game as well. And Sholo will see what they can muster up here in the back half of the third quarter. Inside to Jaylee Boyce. And the half hook is no good. Rebounded by Curtis. Nice left hand up the floor. Good left hand push pass. Acathley could not finish with the basket. And then in the battle for the rebound, Curtis has this one knocked out of bounds. It will be Tuba's ball for an inbound. Raquel Lee looking around, and she is able to get it into Acathley. But that's taken away by Jaylee Boyce. Up the floor, Lacey Peter. Lacey tried to scoop the left hand in there. No good. A collision on the rebound. The officials let that one go. Jaylee Boyce sent Aubrey Begay to the deck pretty hard. And the official said, hey, that's part of the game. We go under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Turnaround, and Priestley Benny gets her shot blocked, but that's a foul. That's a foul on Nakota Tallman, and that'll be Nakota's first foul of the game. 2 shots on the way for Priestley. Well, a couple of things that I was mentioning. Oh, look at that right there. The hell is that? That is my granddaughter. That is Presley. So that's Presley, and the lady at the line is Priestley, and that's my confusion. I get, and also I've never ever seen the name Priestley before, so gets me every time. So you got Presley over there, who, by the way, she is not just Presley, but she's also Sweetie. Yeah, I call her Sweetie. And Benny at the line, she is able to make 1 out of 2. That's kind of been the thing with Sholo. They've been to the foul line multiple times. Every single time Sholo's gone to the foul line, they have gone 1 for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5 separate times. Actually, one time they went 0 for 2. But all the 5 other times that Sholo has been to the foul line, they have gone 1 for 2 each one of those times. You got to shoot the foul shots a little bit better. It's not going to make that much difference in a game where you find yourself down by 23, but still you'd like to get a little more security at the foul line. Here's a 3 on the way for Curtis. Missed that shot. Aubrey Begay's follow, no good. Tipped around, and it's Priestley Benny. Grabbing the rebound, but a double dribble called on Priestley. It'll be Tuba's basketball. Jordan Boyce returns to the floor, replacing Jaylee Boyce for Sholo. Slow motion version of a double dribble. Inbound, shot up, and the 3 off the inbound pass is good for, who else? Layla Curtis. That is 19 points in the game for Layla. And a Sholo 3 will go up from the left side. Sophie Seabaugh couldn't connect. Whistle and foul on Sholo's Lacey Peter. Lacey's second foul of the game. Let's introduce our audience to these officials. And we've got calling this one today, and this is a great group. That's Mary Freddy. And experienced and a terrific official. Mary calling this game today with her partners. I'll give you those in a moment. The runner is up and no good for Layla Curtis. The follow is good for Aubrey Begay. Aubrey has 3 buckets in the third quarter for Tuba City. There is Greg Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr., well, the dad, Chavez Sr., is not calling this game. He is a legend, of course, a legend of Northland basketball. But the son, and that's not the son. The son was the guy we talked about a moment ago. There's the son right there. There's Chavez Jr. And let's just face it, he is working his way toward that legendary status. And you can see it because to be a legend, you have to have a lot of gray hair, and the gray hair is starting to come in for our good friend there, a guy who You can see it. A little salt and pepper right there. He's getting there. He'll be a legend someday. And our other official, by the way, is, and we'll get a shot on him here in just a second as Show Low takes it into the paint. They're going to lose a handle. Tuba City comes up with the basketball. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Right side. Warriors have re-entered Alexis Tom, number 22. This one dropped out there on the angle right side for a long shot. No good there, that shot for Layla Curtis. Show Low running, and the lefty is going to go in for McKenna Judd. And McKenna into the lineup for the Lady Cougars. And McKenna makes good in her first action tonight here against Tuba City with the little lefty right there. And we've got 80 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Tuba, the runner of their own. Tallman couldn't make it. Boyce has it. Jaylee running, and she is going to try to protect. And wow, great defense by Layla Curtis. Because Boyce did everything she could to protect the basketball. But Layla with a wonderful job to still manage somehow to block that shot. Our third official is that young man right there, Peter Thomas. And of course, I call him a young man. That's going to make Chavez Jr. a little jealous. But Peter Thomas rounds out this great crew calling the game tonight here at Show Low High School. Really good, experienced officiating team, and as you might expect, they're calling a great game. And I would just highly encourage you folks to see these officials more as the integral part of our nightly Northland basketball activities than we normally do. A lot of people don't really recognize the officials for what they mean to the game, what they mean to the experience for these young athletes. And, you know, they're out there doing a great job, and we've got tremendous officials in our part of the state. I just don't, we've got the officiating has gotten better and better in the last, about 10 to 12 years that we've been doing Northland basketball. It's just gotten better every single season. And it's just a great tribute to the hard work these men and women are putting in. And I encourage you to see it that way when you get out to the games. If you've had any previous kind of disposition against particular officials or just in general, just remember that, everybody involved in this experience are making mistakes. Everybody are. These players on the floor are going to make mistakes, make plenty of mistakes. Coaches are going to make their mistakes. Officials, they're human as well, and they're going to make a mistake or two here and there. As a broadcaster, nobody knows better about mistakes. I mean, I'm just riddled with mistakes from front to back in a given broadcast. It's all of us. It's every one of us. But one thing I've never ever seen an instance where I believed an official ever did anything intentional to hurt a team's chances. I just have never seen it. I watched a lot of basketball. I've called, about 2,000 games, basketball, football, baseball, and more, as you watch that good finish by Jordan Boyce right there to close out the quarter. I just never seen it, so I just encourage you, see these officials for what they are. They're outstanding. More than that, they're just great people. They are just fun, great people. If you got to know them a little bit, you'd have a different outlook, I promise you. Take a timeout. Fourth quarter is on the way, and a 24-point lead for the Tuba City Lady Warriors here. It's Show Low Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
According to eyewitnesses, the guy went in and didn't come out. That was 2 days ago. His wife is worried. His boss has called. The latest report says he didn't know what hit him. A Lazy Boy recliner called his name, and that was that. This may be a hostage situation. For the best selection of Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals, head to the Furniture Gallery, where they have furniture so comfortable, it's almost a crime.
That guy's knees almost as knobby as my knees. We go into the fourth quarter. Here we go. Hey, thank you to the Furniture Gallery and Snowflake, and thank you to that guy there that got hijacked by the Lazy Boy recliner there. Collision on the floor, and Layla Curtis is going to check out of the game. In a fair amount of pain. So she is replaced on the floor. I think that's Alexis Tom that comes in for the Warriors. Alexis out there, number 22. Raquel Lee, number 12. Also, Jaylena Coughlin, number 11, starts his fourth quarter for Tuba City. Dakota Tallman, number 5, and Aubrey Begay, number 10. In the lineup for Pete Butler and the Tuba City Lady Warriors. This is Show Low Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball. Show Low taking on Tuba City here tonight in Show Low. This is game 1 of our doubleheader. Boys game comes up after this one. We always start a new broadcast, so look for that on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel, the new broadcast that we begin for the boys broadcast. Well, Show Low had Sophie Seabaugh, number 30, in the lineup for a moment. Now she checks out of it. Riley Gaston, number 1. Riley into the lineup for Coach Christy Francis and the Lady Cougars. Raquel Lee rebounds the ball for Tuba, gets tied up for a jump ball. It's possession. Show Low. Cougars have it. Fourth quarter underway. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone. Earlier I was talking about if you wanted to join us as a marketing and a sponsor partner of ours here with the Sports Zone with Northland Basketball, I'm going to give you information on how you can reach out to us. And we have had some people reach out, and I appreciate you that. I will get back to those. I will follow up on those messages tomorrow, and I can promise you on that. We have had some people reach out in the last week and a half, and I've been derelict in getting back, but it's also been an extremely busy time for us here. The Show Low Cougars, by the way, had picked up a foul. That was Jordan Boyce with her first foul of the game a moment ago. Jump ball, possession to Tuba City. And they've got a 48-24 lead here with 6:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Into the game for Show Low is Tiara Paxson. Paxson replacing Lacey Peter. Paxson joins Jordan Boyce, Tatum Moore. Also Riley Gaston. And before I let you know the fifth, here is a three-point basket make for Dakota Tallman. Tallman burying that jump shot for Tuba City. You got Tiara Paxson with the basketball right there. The other of the Show Low Cougars on the floor is number 5, McKenna Judd. And there is going to be a shot for Jordan. No good. Rebound. Couldn't make the follow. Judd has it, and she is going to get fouled for 2 shots. Alexis Tom committing the foul. And our score is 51-24. Tuesday night, a little basketball. Early December action, Northland Basketball at the Sports Zone. If you want to become a marketing sponsor here with us at the Sports Zone, you can text us at 928-313-9800. That's 928-313-9800. Or you can send an email. Send an email to this email address, sports@sportszone123.com. That is sports@sportszone123.com. 1 for 2 at the line. Keeping up that Show Low trend is McKenna Judd. I haven't seen it this prolific, where a team just, it's like every time they go to the line, it's 1 for 2. It's 1 for 2. It just keeps going 1 for 2. And if it wasn't for the one time when a Lady Cougar was at the line and went 0 for 2, they'd be shooting exactly 50% from the line for the game. And you really want to see more like, what do you think, high school basketball? You want to see 70%, don't you? You can live with maybe 65, but I'd say 70%'s got to be your goal. as a team. Here's a baseline move, and that shot is no good for Tiara Paxson. Tuba City will have the rebound for a moment. Tallman loses that one out of bounds. So reverse it, go the other way, and Sholo's got another chance right here, but a comfortable lead for the Warriors, who made that very, very long drive, that long trip. You got to go from Tuba to Flagstaff, and that's already what is that, Derek? Is that an hour and 20 minutes? Something like that. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. Tuba City to Flagstaff, and then you hit the interstate. Flagstaff to Holbrook, almost an hour and a half there, and then take Highway 77, and there's 45 minutes more. Very long, laborious try for the Tuba City Warriors and their fans that have made it. Dakota Tallman gets the friendly bounce. Dakota's got all 5 fourth quarter points so far for Tuba City. We played 2.5 minutes of the quarter. Timeout. Christy Francis wants to show the Cougars timeout. We'll grab one here as well on the broadcast. 53-25. That's Tuba's lead over Sholo. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Step into the world where every bloom tells a story at the Bloom House Floral Design Shop. From enchanting decor to lifelike artificial florals that stay stunning year-round, we craft magic for your home, your holidays, and your biggest moments. Need a custom arrangement or a centerpiece that wows? We'll design it just for you. No fairy godmother required. The Bloom House, located in Pine Top and Sholo, is where imagination blossoms and every day becomes more beautiful.
There's a whistle and a foul as we get going again out of the timeout here in the fourth quarter. Tuba City's foul will go against Jalen Acofley. That's her 4th foul of the game. Scramble left to the inbound. Acofley's got her hands on it. She gets tied up. Hustling in there for Sholo is Riley Gaston. Getting her hands around that basketball. Jump ball. It belongs to the Sholo Lady Cougars. Inbound, Gaston. To Paxson. Paxson with the left hand in the paint. Unable to make that. Out of bounds off of the Tuba City Lady Warriors. 5:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. So we'll have a boys game broadcast after this. As you watch the inbound go to Kinsey Frost for Sholo, and Kinsey's got the 2 points. Boys broadcast, that'll be a whole brand new broadcast on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Tuba will throw the basketball away here. Give Sholo an opportunity with 4:46 remaining in regulation. And at the conclusion of our broadcast, we will announce the Sports Zone's player of the game. That is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Acofley tips the pass, but Gaston is there to scoop it up for Sholo, and she is fouled in the corner. The Lady Warrior that committed the foul was Alexis Tom. Tom's 2nd foul of the game. Into the contest goes Kyrie Sosi from Tuba City. First chance that she appears in the game. And Acofley will check out. 4.5 remaining. Some difficulty, a little trouble out there handling the basketball. Cholo's got it for another inbound. Gaston feeds it inside. It goes across the paint. Kinsey Frost unable to make that shot. Tuba's got a chance to run with it, and they're going to outthrow the receiver who beat the defense back. Dakota Tallman unable to track it down. Show Low has checked another new name in, Addie Cooper. Addie played a little spot play in the first half for the team, and she's back on the floor for Coach Francis. So she's giving, she has conceded the game. She's going to give her bench some opportunity to play against essentially Tuba City's bench. There's a starter out there, Raquel Lee. She just delivered a pass, but essentially it is Pete Butler's bench. And there's a shot from the elbow that's going to fall home for, no, it's the wrong team. Sorry, Dakota. It's Dakota Tallman with the jump shot, 55-27, Tuba City. The lob inside gets knocked away by Raquel Lee. Good defense by Raquel, and she's got one-on-one. Unable to make the shot. The follow is also no good, but a foul will put Tuba City's McKaylee Tassini at the foul line. And it's Tiara Paxson. Sends her there. So with the starters off the floor, we could collect our votes for the Sports Zone's player of the game. Isn't it amazing how averages work? In baseball and in basketball, you just always seem to revert to the average. And I'll tell you what I mean by that comment here after we mark the 1 for 2 at the free throw line for McKaylee Tassini. The averages, you just always seem to go back to the averages. So we learned before the game that Layla Curtis, the Tuba City freshman, in their first 5 games of the year, she has scored 100 points. That is an average of 20 points a game, right? 20 points, the average. And she comes out in this game and scored 10 points in the first quarter. So your sense would be, at least my sense would be, well, isn't she going to score maybe not 40? I mean, the trend is to score 40 if you score 10 in the first quarter, but I don't know, maybe 30? Is she going to score 30 in this game before Coach lifts her, brings her out? And no, that's not what happened. In fact, after scoring 10 first quarter points and 16 by halftime, she has finished the game technical fouls, too many players on the floor for Tuba City. No, for the Show Low Cougars. Yeah, it's Tuba. Tuba had too many players on the floor. So Coach Butler's trying to get a healthy bit of rotation here in the final moments of this road game. And somebody got out there a little too early is what happened. So a technical foul on the team. I think Raquel Lee might have picked up a foul a moment ago. Either way, Shola puts Riley Gaston on the foul line to shoot a couple of technical free throws. And she is able to make 1 out of 2 because that's what Sholo does today. That is Sholo's thing. They are 1 out of 2 every time they go to the line. Hand it to him. Hey, what is your name? Huh? Dara. Okay. I thought you were somebody else because I was going to say something on the broadcast. Here's the inbound. Sholo throws it toward the baseline, and it's going to go out of bounds. We're going to go into 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 2:59 remaining here in the girls' game. 56-28. Anyway, about the averages, as I was saying, so Layla Curtis averages 20 points a game, exactly 20 points a game for the first 5 games of the season. She comes into this one, scores 10 points in the first quarter, so you think, well, boy, she is really going to just light it up. And maybe she would have. Maybe under certain other circumstances than what presented themselves tonight, maybe she would have scored 30, 33, 34, I don't know. But after 16 first-half points, she is going to end the game with a total of 19 points. You just always seem to go to the average. Over the long haul, it works out that way. Like if you watch a guy in the NBA and he's averaging 25 points through the first 25 games that they played in the season, by game 82 for that given NBA team, he probably is going to still be averaging 25 points or somewhere very close to that. It's just weird how these averages always come to that. Batting averages in baseball. You just always can kind of seem to go back to whatever your norm is. And so 19 points in the game tonight for the freshman Layla Curtis, who is one of our contenders for the Sports Zone Player of the Game, which we'll announce here in just a moment. Presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. There certainly are others on this team that deserve some acknowledgement, and I would point you right at Aubrey Begay, number 10. Aubrey scored 14 points, and I am pretty certain that Aubrey has led the team in rebounding as well here at Show Low tonight for the Lady Warriors. So she is certainly in contention for the player of the game. Here's the inbound for Show Low. Minute 45 remaining in the contest. Let you know that those of you who are listening on radio on Mix 98 KRFM Show Low, you're listening on the home of the Sports Zone. And if you want to watch the game, watch the moving pictures, watch the unparalleled, incomparable video production of our Sports Zone team, you can go to the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Search for Sports Zone Radio on the YouTube. You'll find us. You're welcome to watch the video. See all the replay action, all the highlights. The whole shebang. There's a Tuba City offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Basket for Kyrie Sosi. Sosi gets the deuce. As Byron Brown would say, the easy deuce. So Riley Gaston has the ball ripped from her grip. Tuba with another chance there. That's Yvette Naki-Redbear. Naki-Redbear into the game, and she gets her first points. 60-28. Advantage Tuba. Out of bounds, back to the Warriors. 35.7 seconds. They will have a shot clock. I mean, I don't know if it matters. Inbound. Coach Butler's still coaching, man. He is making a lot of noise. He's coaching up these young players. Giving his bench a lot of that exposure to the intensity that he wants them to experience, just like the starters. This one out of bounds. Again, back to Tuba for the final. What I would think is probably going to be the final possession right here. 10 seconds remaining. Tuba slowly up the floor, and just like that, the ball gets... Well, there is a foul. There's a foul committed. Hand check foul on Ari Rivera. Show Low as a team had only committed 8 fouls in the entire game. That is it. 16 fouls committed by the Warriors. Not often when you double up the other team in fouls do you also double up them on the scoreboard. That doesn't happen very often. But it happens today. Rivera at the line, and she's going to miss this one. I don't want to jinx her. It's because that's what Show Low has done today. They've gone 1 for 2. Hey, they break it. They busted it. The jinx is over. 2 for 2 at the line. Well done by Ari Rivera for the Show Low Cougars. Time runs out here in Tuba City. He's going to win this basketball game. Final score 60-30, and time for us to announce the Sports Zone's Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, and that is Aubrey Begay. Aubrey Begay picks it up today for the Tuba City Lady Warriors. She had 14 points in the game, And a whole bunch of rebounds. She played some strong defense. Great leadership all the way around by the great Tuba City senior, Aubrey Pregame. And we're going to get a chance to talk to her here in a moment and present her one of these beautiful all new redesigned Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game t-shirts. We love them. And thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'll be back in just a moment and give you our wrap-up here in the postgame. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
According to eyewitnesses, the guy went in and didn't come out. That was 2 days ago. His wife is worried. His boss has called. The latest report says he didn't know what hit him. A Lazy Boy recliner called his name, and that was that. This may be a hostage situation. For the best selection of Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals, head to the Furniture Gallery, where they have furniture so comfortable, it's almost a crime.
You don't have to drive hours for top-notch healthcare. We've got it right here at White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic in Springerville. Heart skipping a beat? Our cardiologists have you covered. Achy feet? Our podiatry team's a step ahead. From pulmonology to orthopedics and mental and behavioral health, we treat you, not just the chart. White Mountain Regional Medical Center, empowering a healthier community.
Hey everybody, welcome back in to our courtside location at Show Low High School for tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Into our postgame here, and a victory for the Tuba City Lady Warriors over the Show Low Cougars. Final score 60-30. You see it on the screen right there. And it's time for us to speak to our Sports Zone Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Welcome to the table, everybody. The great Tuba City senior, Aubrey Pregame. Aubrey, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Great to see you. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, that's a long drive, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought we were going to get restless on the way over, but it seemed like everybody was pretty pumped to play.
Yeah. So you make the long trip, and you get rewarded with a win, a victory, and your team is now 5-1. Hey, yeah. Great start. Tell us about it. Are you enjoying it? How's the season going?
It's going really good. I like how everybody always brings energy into the game. And not only that, but everybody's always willing to play defense.
And that's always a critical point for a Pete Butler coach team.
Yeah.
You got your new coach this season, Coach Butler, taking over the program. So all going well, it seems, for you and the ladies. How about tonight against Show Low? Show Low's got a very active team, very fast on defense. The Boys sisters are, everybody in the state knows who they are for their intensity. But your team really took control of the game. What did it take out there tonight for Tuba City to take over?
I think it's that everybody knows when to pull through the end. Everybody knows their part. So when we're assigned something, we're able to do it.
I look up and down this roster, and I see a number of names that I've been seeing for a while.
Yeah.
Beginning with yours, by the way, I feel like you must be 33 years old, Aubrey, because I feel like I've been calling your games for that long. Okay, you've been such a force for Tuba City for so long, but you've got other ladies out there, Thalia.
Yeah.
And Raquel and more. This is a veteran team, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we started off really young, my freshman year, having a lot of freshmen on the team. But having them play for so long, Tyla and Raquel, they've been on my side this whole entire time. So it just builds their aggressiveness.
Do we say Talia?
Yeah.
Not Thalia?
It's Tyla.
It's Tyla.
Yeah, because the I is before the L.
I have to look at the spelling and okay, Tyla.
Yeah.
Okay. She's got to forgive me. I've been saying it wrong the whole time for years now. Goodness gracious, nobody corrected me. You said freshman. How about the freshman? How about Layla Curtis and what she adds to your team?
Layla Curtis, she's a really good freshman on our team, and she's always ready to play. And I like that she's always there to help us and push through during games like this when we really need to push the ball and run.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever received a Sports Zone Player of the Game t-shirt from us in the past?
During regionals against Page,
okay.
Yeah.
You got a shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, it was a nice shirt, right?
Yeah.
We redesigned them.
I know, I
Take
seen
a look
that.
at this.
They look cool.
Can you show the camera? These are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look at that t-shirt, folks. You're going to love that. That's a high-quality t-shirt, okay? Enjoy. Show it off, all right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, Aubrey Pregame right there, everybody. From Tuba City, she scores 14 points, a ton of rebounds for her, and she is the Sports Zone's player of the game in Tuba City's 60-38 victory over the Show Low Cougars here on our broadcast of Northland Basketball. And let's grab a quick word in from the victorious head coach of the Tuba City Lady Warriors. They have defeated Show Low 60-30 tonight here in Show Low. Let's all welcome in head coach Pete Butler. Coach Butler, congratulations to you and the ladies.
Thank you very much.
Hey, they came out and they played hard for you. And if I know anything about a Pete Butler team that's going to be intense, you expect a lot of them defensively. And I thought your team played a disciplined, hard-charging defensive game today.
Well, that's what we pride our program on is defense. Since day one, it's all I emphasize. You win with defense. The offense will come in somewhere along the way, but if you're on a defense, and that's what we teach. Every day we're on it. So yeah, that's going to be our thing with the Tuba City girls. It's going to be our defense.
Well, this game was close for most of the first quarter, and then something happened. I don't know. Your team hit another gear toward the end of that period and built a lead in the second quarter. Never looked back. What was the difference early on for your team?
We're kind of a slow starting team. Usually it's the first quarter that we kind of, having a little feeling out process and stuff like that. But it gives my team a chance to see what's going on. And then after that, it's usually second quarter when we start rolling. But we want to be a transition team as well. We want to get out and get the ball out and get ahead and run.
Coach, I only have a moment. I'll ask you one more question. Two names that I want to put on the floor for you to comment on. Aubrey Pregame, our Sports Zone player of the game. 14 points. I think she led your team in rebounds.
Yeah.
She did a great job inside. And then the freshman, Layla Curtis. What do you have to say about those two ladies?
Aubrey's a good leader for us. She's really, she kind of keeps that team in control. She points out a lot of things that they need to work on, they need to do on the floor. Good leader. She's been here for 4 years now, so she's a good veteran. And then we got our freshman. She's I don't know what more to say about her. She's the whole package. I've really never had a player like that before, and
really?
I'm really blessed and lucky that she's come our way. And if people ask me, tell us about her. I don't know what to say about her. You guys see it on the floor.
She's got a big future, doesn't she?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, she's got a big, and you can just see it's everything about her. You said the whole package. It's the way she carries herself. She has a veteran kind of a presence about her on the floor, and boy, the attitude, you can already just see it. She's got that great attitude.
Oh man, it's just her playing down in the valley all these years since she was a little girl, and she's accustomed to the challenge. She's accustomed to that. She knows what it to her, it's just like, it's just another game, but I got to play harder.
Yeah.
But all that stuff, that work, you can. Her dad put that in. Her dad really pushed her, and her dad played for Tuba City, so a good pedigree right there.
She's special.
Yeah.
She is special. Coach, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Enjoy that really long ride home tonight.
Oh man, that's why we're out early.
I wish when I go to Tuba City, you always feed me, fried bread, Navajo tacos.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for you. My deepest apologies. My deepest apologies.
That's okay.
Enjoy the trip home. Okay.
But when you come out,
yes,
we got it ready for you when you come out.
All right, as always.
Just let me know.
As always.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Pete Butler, the Tuba City Warriors have defeated the Show Low Lady Cougars tonight, 60-38, the final score. I want to thank our entire broadcast team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons, and our technical director, Noah Anderson. On camera for us tonight, Big John Ubestad up there. For the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons, reminding you of the final score in this girls' game. Tuba City 60, Show Low 30. The boys' game is coming up here in a few moments. Look for the new broadcast as we start another one here on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. What a game and what a start to our doubleheader night tonight here at Hatch Toyota Arena. We'll be back for that in a moment. God bless you, everybody. Stick around for more Northland basketball on the way in just a moment.